A lot of people know that our Earth is suffering from global boiling. And what a lot of people also know is that what causes global boiling is mostly CO2. CO2 is caused by many things, but including fossil fuel. And because of fossil fuel, a lot of researchers and scientists studied for years and decades to find a replacement for fossil fuel. And today, I'm Tina, and today I'm going to introduce to you solar energy, the rising star for the replacement of fossil fuel. Today I'm going to talk about solar energy brief history, how it works, how it's used by people, the advantages and disadvantages of solar energy, and lastly quiz. Solar energy was first discovered in 1767 by Horace Benedict. He finds the first solar cell, which is a device converting solar radiation into electricity. And in 1839, Edmund Becquerel finds the first photovoltaic effect, which is the process which produces a voltage of electric current when exposed to light. If you ask what is a voltage, it is a force that makes electrons flow. And in 1883, Charles Fitts finds a working solar cell, and in 1887, Henry Hertz finds a photoelectric effect, which is the emission of electrons or other free carriers when light shines on a material. And lastly, in 1954, Bell Laboratories finds a modern solar cell. So, if I first told you about solar energy, a lot of you might have thought of like these blue solar panels. These solar panels are made up of two materials called silicon and crystalline, and it consists of smaller units called solar cells. These solar cells also have two layers called N-type and P-type. The N-type has a lot of electrons, while on the other hand, the P-type has extra space is called holes. And where the N-type and P-type meet is called the p-n junction. And as all of you mostly know, the solar panels get a lot of light from the sun. And when the sun is made out of like a little particles called photons. And when these photons have enough energy, so when it's like sunny enough, it strikes and makes a hole. It makes a hole, which makes the electron and the holes free to move around in the N-type and the P-type. But because of the p-n junction, the electron has to go only in the N-type side, and the hole goes to the P-type side. And the mobile electron gets collected and makes electricity. And also, solar energy is used in diverse ways, such as solar electricity, solar water heating, which is like heating water you need in your kitchen or like the bathroom by using energy from the sun, solar ventilation, solar lighting, and solar house heating. By the examples, you can know that solar energy is mostly used in households because these are all like electricity needs in households. Last but not least is the advantages and disadvantages of solar energy. The advantages is that the electricity bill gets reduced because even if you can't rely on like solar energy for like 100%, you can use like 50 or 50. So and the solar energy is free, so only half you have to pay for your bill. Next that is renewable energy, and this decreases the use of non-renewable resources such as fossil fuel and also helps the environment. The disadvantages is that solar panels are very costly and solar energy storage is very expensive. And being sunlight dependent is very hard because there are a lot of days which are cloudy, rainy, like snowy, and there are a lot of days like that. So it can be hard to be sunlight dependent. However, you might think that what if you like store the sunlight on sunny days? But as I mentioned before, solar energy storage is very expensive, so it can be very hard to be dependent on sunlight. Also, installation of the solar panels might be very difficult. But in addition, I didn't mention here, but using solar energy might be a paradox because there are sometimes like people cut off all the trees on the mountains to like install solar panels, so actually it might be bad for the environment. Lastly, let's test how well you've been listening to my presentation. First, who was the first person to discover the solar cell in 1769?
지금 녹화하는 거 보면 안 돼요.
Okay.
What's that Italian gesture? What is that?
그러니까 피자에 파인애플
아니
올리면
그것만 아니야.
Second, what do you
NP
call
NP junction.
PM junction?
나이스.
Tell me 2 ways people use solar energy.
Electricity and
household.
the heating the water.
Lastly, tell me one advantage and one disadvantage of solar energy.
Advantage. Reusable. Disadvantage. Might be bad for the environment.
money.
The answer to this first one is Horace Benedict. The second one is PN junction, and third one, for example, solar water heating, solar ventilation, and lastly, saves the environment, light dependent, etc.
Oh.
땡큐 어디?
저 땡큐 넣는데
Thank you.
That was the last one.
어?
Yeah.
땡큐 넣는데? 저 진짜